Okay. All right. We're starting back off with the desert. Okay. It says desert, driest of all biomes, low and or unpredictable precipitation. Okay. Meaning very slight chance of rain. Okay. Very slight chance of rain or any rain at all sometimes. All right. It just depends on the climate at that point, along with the wind temperature and precipitation that is arriving from the ocean from another part of the geographical area. But again, as you can see, we have different. You also have plants. You have plant life there as well. You have organisms that are there as well. Okay, you have different insects, and as you can see right here, where this mouse is pointing at. All right, this is our. You have different plant life as well. Okay, so there's different types of organisms that live there, even though it is considered to be the driest lands on Earth. You do have life there. All right, it's not much, it's not a lot, it's not a variety of life, but life does still exist, even in these sandy areas as you see here. Okay, even in these sandy areas as you see here. Let's move on. All right, this is a world map. Okay, world map of the desert, and you also have three types of desert. All right, desert does not always have to be sandy and dry. You have the subtropical desert, the cold winter, and the cool coastal. Okay, if you look to the left side right here where this mouse is moving around, this is your key, all right, to the world map to see these different types of deserts. Okay, move on. All right, these are some of the desert creatures as well. Okay, one of my favorite would be the bobcat. Okay, one of my favorite would be the bobcat. I specifically like that animal. I specifically like it because, well, for one, it's still a cat, but it's a different type of cat. And as you notice through life science, there's many different types of species of cats. All right, but bobcat specifically, not so much in the very much desert, but in the subcoastal area, these guys will pretty much lie in there. Okay, but they're very interesting animals. All right, move on. All right, now we have the tropical savanna grassland. Okay, it says grassland with scattered individual trees. Okay, not a lot of trees that are very close together. Okay, the trees that are, and there's different types of trees here, different type of plant life here, but they're not together. Okay, they're not near each other. A lot of them are scattered and they're scattered around in the grassland as well. Okay, so as you see here in this illustration, let's move on. Okay, here's a map, all right, of the tropical savannas of the world, showing you a map of some of these geographical areas of where their location is at. All right, and last of all, here are some of the tropical savanna creatures. Okay, one of my favorite is the lion, of course. All right, its strength, its pride, and its protection. You know, it would completely stand and fight for its family and its pride. So I love that about the lion. I feel some type of relative to it. Okay, but pretty neat. All right, these are some of the animals that lie in the tropical savannas. Okay. All right, now we into the tropical rainforest. All right, it says it's near the equator. The rainfall is abundant, greater than 250 cubic meters. All right, cubic meters per year. All right, so short dry season as well. All right, so rain continuously happen in the tropical rainforest. All right, rain continuously fall down in tropical rainforest. You do have times where there is a dry period, but it doesn't stay that way quite long. So plant life and animal life is very big and vast in these areas. All right. And again, here's the world map of some of the distribution of the tropical rainforest around the world. Okay. And of course, the last of all, you have some of its rainforest creatures. All right. You have some of its creatures. One of my favorites will be the poison dart frog. All right. Very beautiful, beautiful organisms. All right. Beautiful. And I like the simple fact that a lot of them actually survive longer than you think, because many animals can actually detect that they are poisonous just by their coloration, so they won't try to consume it, because they can actually see the coloration and have fear fear of being something happening to them because of they consume the poisonous dart frog. So it's very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Now we're jumping into the water biomes. All right. It says flowing water, streams, and rivers. All right. Organisms need to be strong swimmers to be able to hold fast. All right. And that is very cute because some of these waters, all right, are very powerful based off the energy that they create in the current. All right. So these animals or organisms that are within these waters, all right, within these streams and rivers, have to be quite powerful as well to keep up with the currents. Okay. All right. Starting off, we have standing water. Okay, standing water. Basically, it is ponds and lakes. Photic zone light can reach, and it says aphotic zone light does not reach lakes. Okay, and that photic and aphotic, what that is basically sunlight itself. Okay, so it's giving you a description of how sunlight can actually penetrate and can penetrate and not also penetrate these waters. Okay. Let's move on. Okay. Inland wetland. Okay. Freshwater marshes, swamps, and bogs. Covered all or part of the time by water. Okay. These are very prevalent in the down south coastal line. Okay. I would say New Orleans, but very prevalent in down south coastal lines. Okay. Next, we have the coastal wetlands as well. That is also prevalent in the south coastal lines as well. You have the mangrove swamp, all right, along the sea coast that are continually and periodically flooded by salt water. Okay, so once salt water actually enters these water, there is no more fresh water. All right, which makes it undrinkable. Okay. Okay, the estuary. All right, salt marsh, mud flats, an area where a freshwater stream or river merges with the ocean. All right, salinity varies. So not all the time salt water is going to mix with these types of waters. All right, not all the time. That's why it varies. Okay, so it's very good that these waters can actually keep its strength of being fresh as well. Okay, and does not always have to be penetrated with salt water. Okay, but that is all what it's saying. It just doesn't happen all the time. It just all depends on the current. Okay. All right, next we have the marine zones. All right. And there's different types of these guys. Okay, it says open ocean. All right, ocean bottom, the oceans and their short lines. Okay, so these guys are very fast. All right, very fast in the ocean, and there's lots of life. All right, lots of life, plenty of life in these different types of marine zones. Okay, in the marine zones, when you think of it, just think of just the ocean itself. All right, but think of the ocean itself, but go so much as far as in the deep. All right, not that far deep where light doesn't penetrate or you can't see light anymore, but mostly where light is starting to disappear. All right, there's light in this area, but not a whole lot. All right, so light doesn't go down that far, but a lot of life actually lives in these different types of water. All right, coral reef, the benthos. Okay, yeah, the pelagic. All right, open ocean, the oceans in their short lines. Okay, in their short lines, and the short lines will be more along of I would say at least a good probably 5 to 10 feet. Okay, 5 to 10 feet. Light still actually reaches down that far, and you can still see much life in that area of the ocean. Okay, but it actually can go deeper as well. Okay, and that's it. Okay, it says match the following biomes with the animals. Match the following biomes with the animals of that region. Okay, so what I want you to do in your journal or your notebook, I'm going to leave this up, and I want you to try to go ahead and match A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Match these along with the number as well. All right, thank you.